help in the effort. The Conservative MP Steve Bryan was Public Health Minister until last year, and yesterday challenged Boris Johnson on help for the self-employed at PMQs. And he joins us. Good afternoon, Mr. Bryan.
Good afternoon, Sarah.
What is it that you think the Chancellor has to do this afternoon to help the self-employed?
Well, look, the problem is acute. You're talking 5 million people at least. And for many, their work has vanished overnight. And Kelly and Lisa have just said it far better than I can. And for many, that's not just their income, it's the household income, because often you will find partners who are both self-employed or work together in the same endeavour. And they're not wealthy people. You know, the HMRC's own data suggests that some 2/3 have profits of less than £10,000 a year. So they were struggling before the pandemic, and now they're facing ruin. So for me, the tests today, I think it was Lisa that put this in your piece just now, it's simplicity. So is this a fix that can be applied in very, very short order because people are facing difficulties now? And then fairness. So does it achieve parity with the PAYE, the 27 million that you mentioned earlier? Yeah. Because that's what it has to do. And I appreciate that this is difficult. And I said in the House on Tuesday that I can absolutely see why this lifeboat set sail later than the PAYE one. But if it needs to be more universal than targeted. And if there's a challenge, if there's a problem, let's face it, HMRC are not adverse to clawing back. And I appreciate that there are some self-employed people who earn a lot, but the vast majority don't. So it needs to be simple, fair, and universal.
And you probably know, though, if you've read the papers this morning, that certainly the stories in the papers would suggest that it will be means tested, that those over 50,000 a year won't be able to benefit, and that it'll probably be 2 million who it is targeted at.
Well, look, I mean, I've been doing this long enough to not be swayed by under briefing to the Sun newspaper. I hope this is a case of under promise and over deliver. And I think if you look at Rishi's track record so far as Chancellor, he has certainly done that. I understand why he wants to have a scheme maybe similar to what we've seen in Denmark, where 75% of income is covered. And I understand why it's difficult, because he's got to get a situation where, do you calculate it on tax returns from the last year? Well, let's just say you'd been a woman on maternity leave for the last 9 months. You wouldn't have anything to compare with. So he's got to find a way. And I think whatever he comes up with, it will be inelegant. It will in all likelihood be messy. And it may put an income the way of some who really aren't the ones wondering how they're going to pay the bills this month. But I think we mustn't make the bad the enemy of the good here. That's why those tests that I've set out for me, simplicity, fairness and universality, are the key thing I'll be looking out for this afternoon.
Steve Bryan, thank you very much. Well.